Hi there, Andrew here from KWMWine.com, and tonight we're trying Cline Old Vine Zinfandel from the Lodi appellation in California. So Cline was set up in the 80s, early 80s by Fred Cline and his wife. Um, they have a substantial enough holding in Sonoma. That's kind of where they're based at. But this particular production comes from Lodi, which is further south in California, south of sort of San Francisco area. Much warmer, perfect for those warm climate grape varieties such as Zinfandel and things like that. Comes from one particular AVA, I believe. The name escapes me right now. But the latest vintage of this wine has been a consistently favourite of ours over the last number of years. Not expensive, for around 13, 14 quid a bottle. It delivers superb value for money. Had it with had a glass or two with some burgers actually, and it's a beautiful match for that actually, I must say. First thing you would say about this wine here, like it you always seem to think, I don't know, I always imagine Zinfandel is going to be this really thick, deep, intense, darkly coloured wine, but this isn't. This is sort of more on the medium weight. It's a bit more restrained on the colour wise. It's got a lovely sort of ruby edge to it, sort of designed to consume young, I guess, not for long term aging. First thing that struck me with this wine was the nose. It's so aromatic on the nose. Loads of like strawberry notes, strawberry jam notes, cherries, slightly plummy, very fruit driven. Not so much on the black pepper spice, which you sometimes will get with Zinfandel. Slightly creamy, but I don't believe there's much in the way of oak in this wine. It's also vegan and gluten free for those of you who are interested in that. Not sure how many wines would actually have any gluten in them, to be fair, or come in contact with barley or wheat, but I think most wines are gluten free. But vegan, not all wines are vegan. Reason being, and sort of how do meat products get into wine, I guess you might ask. And that really comes down to later stages of wine production when they're getting it ready to bottle, and it tends to come in the fining process of the wine, where they want to clear sediment and stuff out of the wine before they bottle it. So one of the old methods of doing it was egg whites. They would have stirred up egg whites and put them into the wine, and it would create a film, and as it slowly fell through the wine, it attracted like glue all the sort of the bad elements in the wine that they wanted rid of, which all fell to the bottom, and then you could rack the wine off the top and you get a lovely clear wine. So egg whites being an animal product was one thing. There's another product, isinglass, which comes from fish bladders. I don't know many places use that nowadays either, but often it's the case they'll try and let the wine settle as much as it can by itself and sort of rack it unfiltered in many cases, or they will use what is known as bentonite, which is like a volcanic clay, to help fine wines as well. So it does nothing to the wine in terms of adding any flavour or anything like that. All it does is just it goes into the wine, falls down through the wine, and strips out any of those heavy chunky elements like sediment and parts. Now obviously there's a balance to be had with over fining it, because if you take too much out of the wine, you're taking not only the bad stuff, you take out the good stuff. So this is why some wine producers still prefer likes of egg whites, because it's the view it is upon it as a gentler process. So I say lovely sort of strawberry noted nose on it, very appealing. Medium weight body, you get that lovely hit of sweet fruit to begin with as well. Touch creamy on the finish. Soft tannins, but there's a little bit of tannic grip there too. Just helps it stand up to those protein rich foods as well. But that lovely sort of strawberry jam, plummy, cherry flavours, extremely moreish. You could kill a bottle of this without even realising it, I think. 14.25%, so okay alcohol wise. Not, I've seen some Zinfandels out of California at 16 plus, almost fortified wine standards. So this is a little bit more restrained. I must say, in this vintage 2019, they've done a really good job with it. And perfect. It's a beautiful drink right now. Great buy for that kind of like 14 quid or whatever it is. Cline, consistently excellent. If you like Zinfandel, or if you've never had Zinfandel, if you like Primitivo, Zinfandel is the same grape variety essentially, made in California. So there you go. Give Cline Old Vine Zinfandel from Lodi a go. It's a beautiful drink, I must say. So, KedRainWine.com. Please for taste matters. Cheers.